Hello. Sorry the stream's late. I was watching the finale of The Boys. Good show. Good finale. Ugh. Hello. I wanted to stream Zenless. We will do more Genshin later. I will need to go for dinner. I'm going out for dinner tonight, so I will need to leave the stream at about 5 o'clock, so 3.5 hours. So I figured we would start with Zenless and see how far that gets us. And if we need to go live later to do Genshin, we can go live later to do Genshin when I am home. Hello. Also, off stream, we did it. Oh my god. It's done. It's done. We pulled it off with a minute to spare. Oh my god. Oh, we beat it? Yep, we got it. I attempted it last night off stream. I figured I would just do one attempt off stream. And we got it! He did it with a minute to spare. Mission complete. Oh my god. Yeah, Vomfy, watch me do it. Bruh. So, what do I want to do? I want to try to get stars on 5 and 6. I definitely want to try to get a star on 5. Probably not at this exact moment, but I would like to get a star, try to get a star on 5. So we're going to try to do that later today. Or at some point today, we're going to try to do that. Let's spend resin first. What is the next mission? Zhuyuan is in 1 week. We should probably farm for that. Or we should probably be, pre-farm for Zhuyuan. I would also like my Ellen build to be significantly better. I'm a bit perturbed that my gearing is still so bad. It's like embarrassing how bad my Ellen is. Ugh. So I would like to get that going. So we'll see how much we can do today with that. Hello. I see Mahuika weapon? No, but I did see Capitano weapon. I did see the Capitano weapon. Hello. I did it. Finally finished Shiyu. Oh. We're gonna I guess do more artifacts and prepare for Zhuyuan. So I'm gonna farm the Zhuyuan set a little bit. Capitano weapon? Apparently he's a sword character. What element? No idea. Allegedly he's a sword character though. Hello. The ether set? Yep, the ether set. We're gonna farm the ether set a little bit. I need swing jazz anyway, so this works out. We will probably be spending the rest of resin today on polar metal. But we'll see if we get any pieces. Also, these guys have ice resistance. Oops. Oh my god. Speaking of Zhu Yuan. That's not Zhu Yuan. Nah, I'm kidding. Nice. Yeah, she is pretty. Wait, did I just get exactly what I was looking for? Wait, are we done? Are we done with swing jabs? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold the phone. No, I want to set Furina. Do I? I guess I do. Wait, do I have a set Furina already? Buh. I got a... Did I get a slot 5 or a slot 6? I got a slot 5. Oh. I didn't actually get anything. Okay. Do I want to set Furina? I guess I do. What does this set do? Launching a chain attack or ultimate increases all squad members' damage. I do use the ultimate on Reno. Huh. Is this what I want? I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it is what I want. You quit Genshin? Congrats. Is it? Yeah, it is. I could also farm for 2-piece attack in the Fizz set. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what we want. Hello. Go the answer with the ether set since we're farming for 0 on that too that way. Yep. They do that intentionally. Excuse me. Thank you. Oh, 7 Bozo. Any Bangboos? Any Bang Bros? I mean, what? Bang Bros? Hello. Wow, the enemies are so much less aggressive outside of Shiyu. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's so much less aggressive outside of Shiyu. The AI is so much more chill. What the fuck? I'm not used to this for these enemies. I am not used to this for these enemies. I'm genuinely not. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh my, it's so different. It's so different. I'm used to these things like literally not letting you do anything without hitting you. Maybe they could increase the difficulty of the non-Shiyu content. Yeah, maybe they could. I was under the impression that the enemies were always that aggressive across all content, but I guess they aren't. I guess I was wrong about that. Final boss, yeah, I did that. It is very hard. This game is very hard. This game is very... I'll mute you. About that, huh? Huh? What have we muted you? Do it. What did we miss? I was talking about how I haven't bothered with this Hollow stuff because one, I don't like Hollow. I feel like it takes a little too long and it's not super engaging to me. And also, I was doing it while waiting for the Genshin update to drop. So once the Genshin update dropped, I had no reason to continue. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. But yeah, this game genuinely has some insanely hard content. That I feel like it probably doesn't do a good enough job expressing to its players earlier. It's all optional. It's all the endgame content, which is just an absurd difficulty increase over anything else. But I guess that's by design and intentional. I feel like they could bridge that gap a little bit more, but it's just a hard game. No, but actually, no spoilers for anyone who hasn't watched the finale. But yeah, I watched that. I watched it just before the stream. I remembered this week. Brew. They have good timing with this stuff. And I'm sure it'll be just as relevant next year. I'm sure. We live in interesting times. Unprecedented times. Have I seen 10 particles per rotation Mualani? Based. Alright. Alright. I'll take that. Alright. Yeah, I'll take that. She doesn't have cast damage, so I wouldn't have that much faith in it. I don't know what her like Q to generate particles is. It might just be her punching or hitting something. 5 particles in the first bite. Okay. Cool. Cool. Regarding theory crafting for Zenless, since in the time I've spent looking at Genshin's upcoming cast, has anyone figured out how to model days bars yet? Because the moment we have the ability to determine how much days an enemy takes before they get stunned, we can do full team DPS calcs. The moment we have that, I feel confident that we can start doing completely accurate team DPS calcs. Okay, completely might be a stretch, but accurate enough team DPS calcs for this game. Milani Gross? Yeah, I have. I looked at it with Mona. But yeah, I think it's funny that you could theoretically vape with just Guoba. Does it work like a regular HP bar? No, it takes its own kind of damage. It has so your attacks deal days damage based on the talent damage or the talents that you have and your character's impact values. It is derivative of the HP bar that enemies have, or is derived from enemies' HP. I just don't know how it is, which is the question. We know how to calculate the days damage you do. I don't know how much days HP enemies have, which matters because it's important for determining when a stun happens and when a stun can't happen, which means we would actually be able to measure the true value of a stunner and if they actually do anything. I'm inclined to think they currently don't, because stuns don't happen enough even with a stunner. But there's no, we can't really objectively determine, or we can't calculate that to prove it. I can't prove that yet. It's a theory. There's days resistance as well. Yes, there is days resistance as well. Enemy data. We have enemy data. I just don't know how to read it. So I'm asking for help. If anyone knows the information, please reach out to me, because I would like to get theory crafting on this game moving faster. I'd ideally like to have this stuff set up before the end of 1.0. So if anyone has that information, please reach out to me. I've been a little bit preoccupied with Genshin. Yeah, there's so much misinformation, specifically regarding gearing, that really bothers me. Whether it be inaccurate calcs about the value of pen or misleading assumptions about how Ellen does damage and how much of each hit Ellen does. It's just genuine misinformation. Or it is misinformation. It's not malicious, but it's a misunderstanding of how the game works, or it's born from a misunderstanding of how the game works. What's the biggest misinfo I've ever seen? Recommending Woodpecker on Ellen over Polar Metal and suggesting it's her best in slot. Same thing with Pen instead of ice damage on her Goblet slot. That is the biggest piece of misinformation I've seen for this game. That is absolutely the biggest misinformation I've seen for this game. You should be farming Woodpecker for the 2-piece anyway, but the 4-piece is not very good on Helen. And it might not be very good generally. And is it go with Arena? It is go with Arena. You're not playing Ellen with Arena. Most people, I'm sorry. It's not that you're not. It's a majority of people will not be playing Ellen with Arena. How much bigger is it? It's not a major difference, but someone insinuating that it's better is where I have a problem because it's not correct. It's like 4% or something. I don't remember. 4 to 10%? I really don't remember. I think it also depends on the enemy level. The bigger the level difference is between enemies, or between you and the enemy, the better Pen is. So right now, Pen should be as good because we can't have level 60 anyway. But yeah, I would look out for that. You saw Ellen Arena get S rank 17 with Sokaku main DPS on the other side. That's awesome. That's awesome. Big brain. Oh, let's go. It actually a crit. Wow, holy shit. Holy shit. Is skill MV listed the total for all hits? Yes. It's always the total for all hits the skill can do. Holy shit. That's a good piece. Sokaku has really good damage multipliers. You know, Sokaku DPS got nerfed from beta because they thought she was his players were playing Sokaku DPS too much. That's really funny. I believe it. I actually believe it. That's awesome. I didn't even get a 5-star man. It's not really. Okay. Don't want to save that. Actually, do I want to save any of that? Are we going to build the coal? She's still very good. That's actually amazing. That's actually... You're going to make me want to try this. I can't. That's actually... I can't. I don't have enough resources to go around. We going broke for this one, boys. You're assuming she wants C6 to be played? Yeah. That's a good assumption. Okay, there's none of this I need to save. Did I get an attack man? No, I got a ER and an anomaly. Cool. You're sick of Sokaku? Is it work time? Is food included? EN3 not a double. Yeah, you would never do. Do you actually EN3 not double? Yeah, you would never do the E2. I'm pretty sure it's just less damage than the N3 anyway. The crit doesn't apply to her E. Okay, so if you don't know, Ellen has a core skill. The core skill is whenever she consumes flash freeze charge for her basic attacks, you get 100% crit damage on that talent, on that damage. That does not apply to her E2. Her EX attack, Sharknami. So Sharknami is 1006 damage multiplier at level 10. Her N3 with flash freeze trimming is 900% at the same point. The 100% crit damage should just make the N3 do more damage anyway. You'd rather have an extra N3. And that's without talking about artifact sets, because Polar Metal also only buffs normal attacks, not EX specials. Not counting the extension, yes. You also get additional energy back for doing the N3, so you can do your E again sooner. There's kind of no reason to do EX2 outside of iframes. As we currently understand. The Vault one or the Hold one? And the Hold one has more hits. That is Flash Freeze Trimming. There's only one multiplier. They only give you the one multiplier, so, yeah. I watched the finale, season finale for the boys. I did watch the season finale for the boys. Press repeatedly or hold fist during the third attack to extend the skill duration. Pen was nerfed after CBT too. You can't believe people didn't update. Yeah. That would make sense where the disconnect is. Thank you for letting me know about that. Looking forward to season 5. I can't believe season 5 is going to be the finale. Can't believe it. We didn't do coffee. Coffee. Oh, I guess I'll do Bardic Needle. Okay, how much of this do I want to save? Honestly, save that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Slot 5, get rid of it. Slot 6, get rid of it. Alright. You haven't watched the season yet. Is it good? Yeah. It's consistent. The show's consistently really good. Get rid of those. Save that. Prey Capitano is Firefly. I looked at the Jabalanque. There's some stories. There's some potential story spoiler speculation from Marrow. That really makes me laugh. I won't say it, but it's very funny. It's very funny about Jabalanque. It's very funny. Should you mute the stream? Nah, don't worry about it. I'm not gonna say it. $60 battery. There's no real difference. Jabalanque is the weasel? Is be the weasel. Weasel theory. How far am I in Def Shiyu? We finished it. I will make a stars push on the way up, but I don't expect to have the investment kind of required to 36 until, or to full clear until, a full stars clear until Shiyu releases, just because I'm kind of just spamming artifacts now. I'm not building characters at this point, because I'm waiting for the new character to release. There's probably a way to buckle down. Someone in chat was talking earlier about Sokaku main DPS, which is absolutely amazing. That sounds amazing. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait for Shiyu on at this point. It says check Bell's DM. Bell didn't DM me. Bro, Anton got shafted. We did build him. He doesn't have artifacts, but we did build him. I'll probably put him on 4-piece woodpecker. Is my pink girl ready? No, we're gonna try to avoid Nicole if we can. We might end up building Nicole, we might not. We'll see what happens. I have to do a special. What's the matter with this? Yeah, what is the matter with this? It said check Bell's DM. Bell didn't give me a DM. Maybe we'll just do a mission and it'll clear up. Change rooms. Maybe we'll just do a mission, it'll clear up. You just like Anton, but you love Anomaly Nicole. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Nicole's highest damage build might actually be an Anomaly build. Her buffs buff Anomaly damage. Besides the one that gives crit rate, but even then, that's still that's a team buff. I'm not paying attention. Colors. Yellow, blue. Yellow, yellow, blue. Oh no, the order matters. Isn't she always paired Nicole? She doesn't have to be. I don't know if she has to be. That's why I want to look at it. But yeah, Nicole's not a bad support either way. I'm just trying to skimp out. Stare, heart stare, heart stare. Bruh. Maybe I should pay attention. Red, blue, red, yellow. Oh, it's just gonna give me the answers now? Alright, bet. Alright, bet. Alright, bet. X, heart, stare, stare. Using Grace, Rena, Nicole, it's really fun. Yeah. Now that we freaked out. Based. Oh, we did it. Pog. Accessibility? Good. I'm talking to chat. I'm not paying attention to this. But yeah, I do think Nicole actually does a lot of damage as a support because of anomaly builds. So that could be really exciting. It also makes Nicole's build a lot cheaper than building crit on her. So you still have to level her, but everything else you can kind of get away with, whatever. How do you build Grace? Anomaly. Electro or Padden. Anomaly, basically. You can use an attack percent as well if you don't have an attack buffer in your team, which you likely won't. So attack percent should also be fine. If you really just don't have main stats. Does it only care about attack? Yes. Anomaly does use your attack, your damage percent, and your anomaly proficiency, your penetration, and the enemy's stun state. Those are the stats Anomaly uses. How much HP should you build on Mualani? As much as you possibly can. Just like Bielan, just like Divilet, just like Furina, you just build HP. Good stat. Hydra Goblet, also very technically better than HP Goblet on Mualani, but you get the idea. Let's build HP. Gives team-wide crit. Will this imply building crit on her? Okay. I have good news for you. I'm actually equipped to answer this question. Okay, this is Nicole. These are the hits Nicole does down here. So, corruption. Each corruption proc does 20 instances of damage. We can ignore this for now. We can zero this out. So let's see, you do an EX special. Yeah. So each EX special you do on Nicole is 74,000 damage without stun. That's with her on buffs, I believe, yes. This is on which build? This is on a damage crit build. So if you do 2 of those, you're doing 140,000 damage. If you're doing a chain attack, which you ideally should be doing a chain attack between your specials, that's 200,000 damage from her abilities. And then if we add a corruption proc, we'd be looking at, let's just pretend she has full ownership on the corruption proc. That's 64,000. This is corruption hooked up correctly, right? Yeah, okay. Cool. So if we change this over to, let's say, damage anomaly instead of crit. So take away the crit rate, anomaly proficiency. Take away the attack percent for anomaly mastery. Take away some of these crit subs for anomaly proficiency. And attack. You kind of get the idea. So suddenly the corruption is doing 150,000 damage, and her abilities are doing 120,000 damage. So it is technically more damage to build anomaly on Nicole, I think. Especially if you get multiple corruption procs in that time. You can also use Nicole to trigger disorder and get additional anomaly damage in some cases. Can she get staggered off the shark? No. She has a built-in interruption resistance. An amount that I technically still currently don't know the exact amount. Did I get the DM yet? No? What's the matter? She has 0.5, you think? Okay. We progression locked? Oh, here it is. Would I run the sports set over the anomaly set? Yeah, I would still run the sports set. You can run the sports set in 2-piece anomaly. The point is, Nicole's build doesn't matter that much. If it is resin cheaper for you to equip a anomaly build, you should do that. Yeah, if it's easier for you to equip her, you should do it for now. And if you want to transition to crit later, you can invest the crit later. Because it's not that big of an ask. An anomaly build just requires main stats. Crit substats aren't really important. Anomaly substats are important, but they don't do as much. And attack percent is always good, but and pen is a good sub, but you get the idea. Where you can get away with just the main stats on the anomaly build. Follow Zenless leaks. They're not really published anywhere consistently right now. I would love to be calcing Jane and stuff. I don't know what the damage, I don't know what her talent values are. For Stunner, same logic, yeah. Stunner's absolutely the same, just build anomaly. Ching Yi gives herself a ton of attack based on her impact stat. So Ching Yi might do damage. Stunners, I don't think are that important. Ugh. Normally and Impact share the same piece anyway. Yes, they normally Mastery and Impact share the same piece. Anomaly Proficiency does not. Mastery is the anomaly application rate. Proficiency is the anomaly damage. But TLDR, build whatever on your stunners. It doesn't really matter. You're ideally not giving them that much field time in the first place. So ideally their builds shouldn't be impactful. The stun character that I play is Lycon, and his build is literal garbage because I don't think it's necessary to do anything else. With that information, you have no idea what to farm for Jane. Anomaly. Jane is literally an anomaly character. Just build anomalies main stats. You're gonna want at least 2-piece on the Fizz set, if not 3-piece, or if not 4-piece. So, yeah, you can just worry about that then. Good idea, Ellen skill rotation. Should you be doing the AoE skill? No. EN3. It's just EN3. Ellen's gameplay is very simple. N3 as much as you can, and EN3 as much as you can. Charge attack. After dodging, do the charge attack, and do the charge attack when you can't do anything else. And try to keep uptime on Sokaku's attack buff. If beta testers complain about her being interrupted, they'll put it on C1. Her C2 is an instant max charge. I think her C6 sucks. I was talking about this off stream last night. I think that I think it's interesting that Mulaney's C6 doesn't do anything. It buffs every hit after the first hit with the same buff as C1. Do you know how much damage that first hit's gonna do if you pull C6? R5? Or if, let's say C3 R5 even? It's a lot. It's so much that with setup, you will literally one-tap any enemy that's currently in the game. Which is why I think your C6 doesn't do that much, which is an interesting thing to point out. Going on, way. C6 is hard diminishing return. It's like what I would think they should do, and I kind of wish her C6 was, I think it'd be fun, is they should have it be an overkill passive. Yeah, Mulan C6 should be an overkill passive, so if an enemy is hit, or if an enemy dies from her punch, or from her shark bite, missiles will spawn that will deal either the extra damage or the same damage to any unmarked enemies in the area, which would also improve Mulan's multi-wave performance if you're pulling C6. And again, it's a C6 thing, so it doesn't really have to be balanced. It's okay to ask about Genshin Connect specifically. Yeah, go for it. We're literally talking about Mulan right now. How much crit does Jane get from anomaly conversion? I believe it's just for the anomaly itself. Is it not? I'd have to look at the text, which again isn't really documented anywhere right now. Frustrating. Is there a good source for Zenless leaks that you guys are aware of? Because I couldn't even find their... I could find their kits. I couldn't find their talent values. We don't... You're saying we don't use Nihito with Connect. We have to look at fucking spread burn. People want Bennetless teams for Connect. We have to look at it. We have to look at Tome Official. You want to play him, Nihito Sendling Bennett? Yeah, you can play him with it. Sure. Go for it. Yeah, go for it. They could use Nihito. Let them use Nihito. It's not that big of a deal. It's not. You have Furina too, you can use Furina. What would I recommend exactly? So, there's always the option of selling Bennett Furina and just not having a second Dendro character. The issue you're going to run into is you need someone to use Deepwood still, whether that be Xiangling or Furina is up to you. But someone needs to be on Deepwood, especially if Kinnick is your on-field DPS. He needs to do damage. Otherwise, there's very little reason to play him if he's not doing damage. So, yeah. Someone needs to be on Deepwood. Is Nihita fine? Nihita's fine. I was really mean to Nihita yesterday. She's fine. So, here. She doesn't do... Okay. If Nihita does... This better not... This is GWM. Okay, Dendro. Okay, so if Nihita does 200,000 damage with spread in a spread team as an off-field DPS, without spread she does 100,000. But you do get burning damage, and she will have some ownership over the burning. Is it as much damage as Emily? No. But at least it's okay. I was a bit mean, implying she does 0 without it. She doesn't do 0. She just might not be an optimal choice, but she's not unusable. If you want to play Nihita, you can use Nihita. I think is the right way to put it. Nihita also has a technically good support kit access, Wandering Evenstar and Tenacity of the Millilith, but you really do need someone on Deepwood for Connect. Okay, need is not the correct term. Heavily want. Yeah, you heavily want a character that is on Deepwood for Connect. What do I even get from leveling this guy? Not much. Yeah, this really doesn't do anything. Yeah, this really... What do you do? Nothing. Bangboo suck. Bangboo suck. What? Why do these do nothing? Why do these do... Why do these... Yeah, they don't do anything. They're useless. They're useless. Actually, they do damage if you play Piper. Not Piper, if you play Lucy. Do you know Lucy's crit buff applies to your Bangboo? Lucy makes your Bangboo... Lucy's, like, core skill makes your Bangboo do more damage. Makes your Bang... That's funny. It is funny. Best in slot team without Emily. TBD. It's a little early to talk about a best in slot team without Emily. All I can tell you is Emily seems to be a really good character. It doesn't make Emily like unequivocal best in slot. I just think Emily is good. What are my thoughts on Kinect? Xiaoling sucks. So here's the thing about second Dendro. If you're playing Burgeon, I think second Dendro might be necessary. That is TBD, and we don't actually know how much Dendro Kinect applies. So maybe it won't be, and solo Dendro Burgeon will be a lot more relevant than I think it is. But I think the Burgeon damage currently is a bit secondary. Even with double Dendro, it just seems to not be very good. Yeah, it just seems to not be great. The only character that really reads as a must is Xiaoling. So, yeah, Xiaoling seems to be the only character that's a must with Kinect. Whatever Pyroman character. No need to pull Emily just for him. Beta just started. Something I'd be interested to know about is if the players participating in Genshin Impact's beta are being given a free Emily with Kinect. That's something I'd be interested to know about. Because if not, that indicates that Hoyo is confident players can enjoy him without Emily, which would make me feel a lot more confident. Even if it's a mistake, it would at least help me feel more confident about it. No, you do not get access to all characters. Betas get previous patch plus current patch. Ah. So they would be getting Emily anyway. Okay, thank you. Whack. Free Chlorine and free Emily? I'm not talking about free Emily. I'm asking about the beta testing environment, which is... Okay. Do I think they will get nerfs in beta? No, I think they'll get buffs. I think Kinect especially will get buffed. I'd be a bit surprised if Kinect doesn't get buffed in some way. Fob topped up on the... Yeah, I saw. It was really funny. You think Mualani will get buffed? I can see it. I think it would be nice. It'd be nice for Mulan to do a little bit more damage. Her burst is actually kind of bad. I can touch that up. Buff Mualani, trash. She is trash, it's true. Mualani needs buffs, chat. Not a reminder, something I'd like to point out. If you looked at the Natlan bosses, have you looked at the animations for the Natlan bosses? You think they'll decrease their cooldown by 2 seconds? That'd be nice. You saw the bird? You saw the dragon? Yeah. The Natlan bosses literally play keep away. You can't hit them. You can't. And the other one, the second one, the, like rabbit thing, the Lagombi from Monster Hunter, does a spin attack where you can't be near it unless you'll get hit. The enemies are designed to give Mualani as hard of a time as possible. I do think there is like a bit to it. They're not as aggressive as Coppelia. Mualani has to hug them for 3 seconds at a time. It's a you could say that's good for every character. Mualani will have issues with that. Just the way the enemies are designed. She's clunky. She's very clunky. And she literally can't build stacks against some of these bosses at times. So yes, I do think Mualani actually could be buffed. You might think it's a joke when I say it. No, I think Mualani could be buffed. Do I want her to be buffed? Yeah, I do. I think they can do it. I think she's going to be a lot more awkward than people imagine. You press E, you mark enemies, it doesn't explode, you wait. Yeah. You have a cooldown window to do it again. The cooldown window is on her attack, so you can start generating stacks again instantly. And unless you hit one fully charged charge deck, you lose uptime. So you need to hit your first one no matter what. And if you don't hit your first one, you're just not getting a second chance. You're just losing that E skill. The Serpent's Spine, fine. It's amazing. More than fine. Now you weapon on Connect. It requires crystallized reactions. Good luck. Good luck. You get the attack percent, and you get the base attack, and you get the crit rate. So that's nice. It depends on what team you're playing. And the Crabville is better than R1 Spine. Outside, if you're playing a Bennetless team. If you're playing a Bennett team, it's slightly worse than R1 Spine at max stack, but that's max stack Spine. So you could say the Craftable is as good anyway. Because max stack Spine, Omega come. Redhorn Cope, you better be playing Bennett. And it'll be a 4-star weapon. But it'll work. It'll be as good as the 4-star weapons. Do I still hate TVs? I still don't like this campaign, no. This isn't for me. It's just not for me. You have any ideas in 5.1? Shaska and Ilenen. Or Shilinen. Shaska Shilinen. Allegedly. Surely Shaska will be another melt carry. Have you seen the craftable bow? It gives EM. Have you seen the craftable? There's only one bow character confirmed. There are really sus Illidan leaks. I'm not sure how seriously to take them. One of the leakers I am friendly with is Illidan seems to be like one of their favorites coming up, and they have very high expectations for her, and I'm not sure how seriously to take it. I'm not sure how seriously to take it. Because there are sus leaks, but I don't know if they have a source for some of the stuff. My expectations for Geo DS, Itali will be the best DPS. Is Gravestone any good on Connect? It should be similar enough to the 4-star weapons. Source looted. The wings? I haven't looked at them. I know I saw them. I don't remember what they look like. I remember they're like spiky. Yeah, they kind of look like Mahwika's back. Yeah, that's a good description. Yeah, it's like they have a sun motif. Yeah, they have a sun motif. You wonder why there's no new Imaginarium Theater in beta? I haven't thought about it. Yeah, I haven't even thought about it. It's really a Geo theater. They might be working on the theater changes for 5.0 and they might not be ready to show it. Because we know there are theater changes coming. Did you guys see the newest leak, by the way? Or the newest, like, quality of life leak, by the way? Which one? They're reworking how oculi work. Now, if you don't have maximum stamina, any oculi gives you stamina for leveling up the statue. I gotta start being paid. I gotta start being paid for this stuff. Oh my god, they're stealing all my ideas. They're stealing all my pitches that I talk about on stream. Experience. Oh my god. Bruh. Thanks, Hoyo. Unpaid Hoyo employee. Wasasa. Bruh. Actually, Hoyo slave. You want to work retroactively? No, likely not. It might even only be for the Natlan statue of the 7. Wait, what? I can no longer recover HP? Excuse me, what? Uh-oh. Excuse me. That's concerning. This is the new thing for Natlan statues. They will if your stamina is not capped, leveling the statue of 7 in Natlan will increase your stamina. And the question is whether or not it's retroactive. Hey, fuck you. So she was 7 Mahlika? It's someone in a chair again. What are these pings? Ping. Why is it collecting all animoculi and geoculi? I know. It shouldn't. Bro, we really can't Okay, I gotta remove this corruption effect. How do I remove corruption? Help. Help. Take a shower. Pay attention. Help. Help. Thank you. I appreciate it. The shower handle. That's fine. Hey. Hey. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're gonna die. Uh-oh. Spoiler better than Shark Boo? Yeah, I don't think it matters. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that Bangboo does anything. At least not anything noticeably impactful. Bruh. Nah, I dodge. Holy shit. Are you done? Oh my god. Oh. Do it again. Bangboo can do like 4K DPS. Good for them. Good for... She says shark tornado in the way. I know, she says sharknami in English. So many HP units. Where's the HP buffer support? Their name is Furina. Does Kinetic Skill replace NA? What do you mean? Yes, he does. And his NAs become the shots, the shot shells, the ones that hit twice. If that's what you're talking about, yes. Cool. How good is bacon on Kinnick? I guess it depends if you get hit. Beacon requires you to be hit once. And if you get hit, I don't know if he'll get staggered. What we got? A ball. Okay, so I think if we just switch sides, we should be able to get this. So let's do that. I think that should be all we need. So let's do it. Also, this thing is definitely... whatever, it doesn't matter. Does Burgeon self-damage proc beacon? Yes. Yes, it would. You're getting hit by the Burgeon, so yes. Prodding self-damage also will. So, you could take for granted that he'll stack it. I want to do Connect Weapons today. That's actually a good reminder that I meant to do that today. We're going to be doing Zenless. I have to go out for dinner tonight. So, at about 5 o'clock my time, which is in 2.25 hours. So in about 2.5 hours, I'll be leaving. Which is why we're playing Zenless right now, because we can always go live later to do Genshin. So I want to get as far as I can with Zenless stuff, and then we'll go back to Genshin. If we have time, and if we don't have time, we'll be live later for Genshin. That's the plan today. Deal? Did he finish 7? He did. On S? No, B. Oh, I missed. Yes, 10 permanent force and 7 rotating. Yep. That's correct. You just finished Lycon's story, pretty awesome. Like Levanger's lore again. Bruh. Multiply shock here, thank you. Tornado with a shark or a tsunami with shark? I mean, I saw a movie about a tornado with a shark. I've never seen a movie about a shark tsunami. I don't know if that means anything, though. I'm not gonna lie. Tsunami may have sharks by default already. Oh god, there's a third wave. I forgot. That one is a weeb. Real. Flash shock, thank you. Excellent work. Sharknami exists and is a musical. Oh, I didn't know that. If we kill here, we get the star. Cool. Got what we wanted. You hope they add a few defense characters back to back. They're adding a 4-star defense character at 1.1. Cool, we got the star. Now, the question is, how do we get a star on 6? Because this is a problem. Allegedly Caesar in 1.2. Ooh, cool. I want Caesar. I like Caesar's design. One of the biker gang characters will be an S-rank defense. Cool. Yeah, how do I get a star here? How far off is this? Very. We're literally spending the entire time allowance on top. Oh, we'll switch out Butler Boo for Lucky Boo, and maybe that'll do it. Who is Caesar? The leader of the Sons of Calden. The girl with the white hair. Lucky Ba. Yes, Lucky Ba. I do like how aggressive enemies are in this game. He just has a lot of HP. Is the real problem. The aggressive enemies are like one of the fun things. Reminds you of a loader bot? Maybe. I would like Honkai Impact. Okay. I still think this game could use a jump button. Needs a jump button. Dear Hoyo, jump button. The enemies have one. Boo. They'll sell a character that can jump. Real. Alright, new streamer. Let's get back to work. Boo. I'm still using this new Villette plushie. It'll be a useful prop. I'm sure of it. Yeah, we're spending the entire time allowance on one side. There's no way I'm getting a start here. Get a shark plushie. I'm a turtle. What are we up to? This is the Spiral Abyss equivalent. We're trying to get stars. It's not going very well. It's really not going very well. We're playing a Hyper Bloom team. It's called Piper Bloom. What is my Piper build? Anomaly. I'll show the build as soon as we get out. But it's not... It's just not doing enough damage. I wish it did more. Switch to Billy Bastional. I think the actual recommendation is someone said they saw a player with fucking made DPS Sokaku. I think that might be the real recommendation. DPS Lucy. Which one is Grace? The one that died. The one that... That's rank 17 but not 16 or 15. That's interesting. Either way, my gearing isn't good enough. But yeah, there's just no time. We would have, yeah, no, it's just, this is nothing. This is just nothing. Frustrating. Run to the problem having to build teams one side is scoffed? Yes. Yes, that's exactly what the problem is. C6 Sokaku is 40% stronger than Ellen without a third slot. Calc it. Based. 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 Oh, that sucks. I'll take your word for it and move on with my day. I appreciate it though. We're so broke. Ah, we're so broke. Anyway, my Piper build. Yeah, I'm also waiting for Shiyu on. This is my Piper build. It's Anomaly Proficiency, Anomaly Mastery, Fizz bonus, and that's it. It's pretty based. I am using Refinement 1 Roaring Ride. and level 2 Constellation. Mindscape 2. Level 2? I don't know. Explain combat system like you're 5. Enemy is a big HP sack. The big HP sack has 3 active health bars at a time. What is that? What do I mean by that? If we look at like this, for example. These enemies have hit them once. There are 3 health bars. There's a yellow bar, the circle bar, and the green bar. The green bar is their HP. The yellow bar is their stun value. And the circle is their element buildup. So once an element is built up, they're applied with an element, which is this game's version of transformatives, or Honkai Star Rail's break. So you can, if you proc another element over top of it, you trigger disorder. Otherwise, you just trigger the singular reaction, which is assault or shock or burn or corruption or shatter. So the point of this team is no one does damage, so we're just proccing Anomaly. Anomaly is our damage here. The reactions are our damage. This is Hyper Bloom. Or, sorry, this is Piper Bloom. Because the character that spins, her name is Piper. It's funny. Stun gauge. All of your attacks have different stun values. It's tied to your talent and it's stat called Impact that characters don't really build unless you're a specific stun character. Wait until we get SDD. Yes, Assault DD. X-Assault. Impact? Yeah, Impact determines the amount of days you build up. Days is also represented by the counter, the number. When that hits 100, the enemy will be stunned, and it will trigger the chain attack state. So you're about to see that here. So here you get free attacks on every character. Free. The enemy also takes additional damage in the stun state, so the assaults do extra damage because he's currently stunned. He has a stun multiplier of 200% innately, so anything's triggered do 200% additional damage while he is stunned. That is the quick TLDR for the reaction system. This enemy also has an ability that shields him. As long as you trigger the Electro Anomaly, the shield gets deleted, so. Kind of whatever. So you can see the white number is the disorder. The blue number is any Electro damage, and the yellow number is any Fizz damage. Assault is the Fizz reaction, by the way. What's the deal of the game? Soldier 11. Soldier 11 has a really cool mechanic too. People swear she does damage. I don't know. She has a really cool mechanic. I'll show it in a second. Also possibly Zhu Yuan. Get to work, Piper. Please. Please kill. Please. Thank you. We're not getting a start here. This is bad. No, you probably won't do, If you want an anomaly character, you would be proccing the anomaly against corruption, not the other thing. You wouldn't be using shock, or... So you'd do either 2 electric characters or 2 ether characters at that point. You know what? I think I like what you're cooking. I'll look at it. Yeah, I think I like what's in the oven. Yeah, I think I like what's in the oven. But yeah, we would need to just clear faster on top. Ah! It's always the non-Allen side we need to save time on. Why is it always the non-Allen side? I know why. It's rhetorical. It's rhetorical. Ah! Bro. You wonder why? Wait, there's unlimited Denny here? Yes, I am that dumbass. Bruh. If you don't have Reno or Lucy. If you don't have Lucy, you should buy Lucy from the shop. She's in the shop. Go get her. She's in... Go get her. She's actually free. Technically. Okay, so the only thing we have left to do is Hollow Zero, isn't it? Investigation points, bounty commission progress. What is bounty commission? Clear an operation at Heartland or higher difficulty 3 times. Complete a total of 18 battles. Buh. All right, we'll do this one more time. Excuse me. Nailed the sneeze QT. I was not winning this? Okay. Well, in that case, you just gotta do shit over and over. I don't want to do shit over and over again. Yeah, like, you're supposed to do this. Normal and elite enemy attack increases items in the store become more expensive. Yeah, fuck it, we'll take that one. We'll do one at a time. You are afraid Mahika will be absolutely bussin'? Does Lucy need C2? No. Is it good? Yes. Does she need it? No. The energy, just use energy regen main stat, you'll be fine. Who's in the next shop? That's a good question that I don't know. On the one, C0 is fine. Year 3, unplayable without C6. Yeah, but who cares? Like, we're not at that point. That's not how it works. So, she's good right now at C0. You should get the C0, Lucy. Bursting every other with Kinect. If you're playing with Emily, no, he's just gonna have his burst with very little ER. Especially when you have to battery fucking Xiangling. Which means you need extra favs. But yes, you should be bursting every other rotation in a bunch of teams. You're correct. I cheat. It's fine. It's fine. Mahika, please save us from sounding. Please save us from sounding. She's a real problem. Hold up. If they're base, we will have the first 20 cost burst. The Mohika set gives energy back, so definitely not. Wow. Yeah, Mohika will likely have a 70, 80 cost burst. And people will complain that her burst is so expensive because they always do. Whenever a support needs a lot of ER, like, holy shit, I can't believe people still complain about this stuff. Whatever, man. Whatever, man. Moiko will launch with an 80 cost burst and they'll reduce it to 70 or 60 over the course of beta. Just to shut people up about it. Just shut. Ugh. I can't believe people thought Furina was bad. Because she needed ER. Oh my god. Plot twist, she's Akaron and doesn't use energy. That would be a twist. The set literally gives energy. I'm pretty sure she's gonna use energy. If Furina gets Doombos and no one is safe. ER is the enemy of all. Oh, okay. No, I love ER here. God, this fucking enemy. What a goddamn issue. He's buff Mulani. Mulani needs a buff, I'm not gonna lie. Cool. Got it. We all hate that enemy. Frick Thanatos. All my homies hate Thanatos. Ugh. Copelia Zenless is pretty annoying. Yeah, very. Mulani does need a buff. To be completely honest, I would like to see it. We go be an attack first. Yes, you play Arlecchino. Nice. You said the shower? There's no shower here. What? Huh? You understand a bit better now? Cool. The broken brick thing. It gave me credits. Kind of based. Yeah, I'll take a full heal. Risky transaction. That was a risky transaction. Mika will heal, give shields, buff attack, damage stat, I'll feel pyro app. Mika already gives 45. The Chinese translation is the one that's correct. Either way, this set's dumb good. Did she just walk into that? Yeah, either way, this set's dumb good. I still haven't picked a Battle Pass weapon. I'm still unsure which ones do anything. I think the good one is the stun weapon. I think. But yeah, I really don't know. Is this the only stream for the day? This will not be the only stream for the day. I will stream again later today. Dude, I'll stream again later today for Genshin. I would have played Zenless. How come they undid it? Pressure. You don't know what Hoyo expected? Doesn't matter, we got Temple. Let them fuck up. Strike ratio on Ellen, not good. 55, 130. Yeah, it's just not a good set. Spins what they're trying to get rid of, they messed up control for non-spinner. Yeah, basically. No, probably will frick up more. No, I'm good. Ellen passive? No. Keep up the bad work. He'll then just drop more. Keep up the bad work. That's really funny. Is this Withering Garden? It's Hollow Zero? Yeah, this is Hollow Zero. That's like a full heal. The nest, yeah. Hollow nest. But it's in the center, yeah. Loot all the gear coins here. Hell yeah. Yeah, we're doing the center node. I really don't. I wish this gameplay happened a bit quicker. I wish there was a lot less time spent out of combat. That's my major complaint about Hollow Zero gameplay, or Hollow gameplay. You don't spend enough time, you spend too much time out of combat. You're not back into the spin of things. And I think that just has to do with them having to transition between the level spaces. Mulan's weapon's a dub engine? It is a dub engine. Oh, oops. Is this gonna be a problem? Yes. Ruh-roh. This is not gonna go well. Please give me the option to get rid of a corruption. Fuck. Fuck! Yeah, fuck. We're screwed. How much grade does Ellen's W engine give? It is 24 plus 20. Yeah, 24 plus 20. Well, technically 24 plus 10 plus 10. Yo, Bison, welcome back. Ellen's W engine doesn't give crit damage. What? Her core skill gives crit damage. Her W engine does not. Why is her HP decrease? Oh, right. You're constantly dying here. Yeah, we're fucked. I wonder if it'll stop at 0 or if it'll actually just kill us. That's fine. Oh no, that's not. Oh. Retry! Retry! Tornado! Well, it's probably not quite. What? Alright, that's reset. Boom, 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 boom. Professional streamer. Buh. What? Fine. Please sub. Use your primes. Ad free stream. Yeah, we're fucked. Ellen died, okay. Use my prime? No. Use your prime! Ding dong, ad free. No ads. White Hardo. Can we add Zenless emotes? Yeah. Sure. F. It does kill you from 1 HP. Yeah, well, there's actually no way we can complete this, is there? Huh. Huh. Wazaza. Do I recommend playing for Emily or Navia or waiting? Wait. Wait and see what happens. There's a whole update left. I assume there will be one Natlan character that you will absolutely want. So it'd be nice to be able to secure them. Oh, shit. No, let me out! I want out! I don't want to get further. I gotta find out if it kills us. 3, 2, 1. Oh no, it stops at 1. Yeah, you don't want to get corruptions. Yeah, this is not possible. Is this the hardest? No. No. No, my gearing just sucks. This is not the hardest, my gearing is just bad. Know the difference. I had real bad luck farming for Ellen, unfortunately. Are you kidding me? Stop! Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, what's the best free to play? Best two-piece. Woodpecker. Attack is good, pen is good, it doesn't super matter. Just use whatever gives you stats. You can even stat gap it. You can stat gap two-piece. But yeah, it's technically Woodpecker. What? Okay, I'm playing too reckless. I'm playing too reckless. Ah, God. Pen with Arena. Otherwise, they're similar. Yeah. Bruh. +1. Thank you for the raid. Ruin Beast. I appreciate it. I don't know why you all still play Genshin. Is this Genshin? What? This is Good for you, though. Yeah, we're fucked. Yeah, we're fucked. Yep, absolutely fucked. Was there something that gave me corruptions, or were there a lot less purifiers? We didn't get any purifiers. We didn't get a single one. We had really bad RNG. I was kind of banking on the purifier from the tripled guy, but he didn't give us one, so we got screwed. Something good. That RNG, bro skipped half the tiles. Why would you? What? Why would you not skip through tiles? That you build more corruption. What? That's... Bro's okay this time. Bro's okay this. Get behind. Thank you. Wait. Oh god, there are bugs. Oh, there it comes. We're gonna have to deal with the tentacles this time. Okay. Yep. Okay, cool. Do not die, Ellen. Kill. Cool. We got it. We did it. Oh, we got out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That HP bar was empty. Not even close. Oh, not even close. Oh, bounty I don't wanna. Do it again? Fuck off! Do it again! Fuck off. You can lower the difficulty? Yeah, we can lower the difficulty. Bounty commissions suck. Brew. It's only for Z merits. It doesn't even give polys, so whatever. We don't have to worry about it. Can't even finish the fight with no characters dead. SMH. Ah. Yeah, the only thing we would get is boop on. So, nothing. So... add Zenless emotes now. How rare are main set selectors? There's one in the shop every reset. Boo. There's really nothing here. Is food included? Yeah, there's really nothing here, chat. Ah. Grace Grippers. Try Zenless. Yeah.
With the new artifact set leaving many old supports in the dust, are you concerned or optimistic about future possibilities for supports in Natlan? Is there any you personally want?
So, supports in Natlan. We're getting a off-field Geo character. Or off-field DPS Geo character who can use the support set. What I really want are Pyro characters. I've talked about this a lot. Chevra's with Chlorand and Raiden doesn't have a great Pyro character. The closest you get are Bennett or Shanling, and Bennett doesn't have off-field Pyro app, so you're losing uptime on the Res Shred. So it's theoretically very easy to have a better character than Bennett there, even if they give a smaller buff. It's the reason Xiangling is even competitive with Bennett in that slot. So yeah, Pyro is the one that I really want more characters for. They could do an Electro character for spread and aggravate teams. That could be a alternative to official with the new set. Specifically for spread teams, it could be a really nice buff. One of the reasons I think Kachina is nice is that Katina, you can't crystallize is a reaction that can't be procced by elements other than Geo. So no matter what, a Geo character would need to be wearing the set to buff other Geo characters, which might be why Katina is the first one, or is the first real support character releasing, because she can only buff Geo and one other element. And even when they release better characters for the set, they won't be able to buff crystallize. They won't be able to proc crystallize. Alien and Prey. We'll have to see. Because they only release on-field vape DPS characters. Real, but we need more Pyro supports, please. You guys want Joe? Free game on Epic? What is it? At a Bulbin? Hold on, I'm looking at what's free. But yeah, that's what's up with support characters. I really want Pyro support characters. You feel like it's cope, you're starting to think it's cope. It might be cope. We'll have to wait and see. If it is cope, we can go back to 15-second rotations, so might not be a big deal. Oh, I don't know what these are. It could be cope. It might not be 24. It could be 26, 28. I don't think it really matters. Oh no, my 100k DPS turned into 90k DPS? No way. Yeah, that's such a non-issue. That's such a non-issue, and so like what a pedantic thing to complain about. The core result doesn't exactly matter right now because it's so early in beta. The TLDR is Mulan, he does a lot of damage. How much does it cost to get everyone? We don't have Nekomata. I intentionally chose to not get Nekomiya. I wanted Furina C1 instead. I did intentionally make that choice. So I could have had everyone, though. I got a name card? Oh. Rat Queen. Let's get the fragile. They will reduce her cooldown. Nice. Do I plan on getting Zuyu on? For now, I do plan on getting the characters in this game. Bangboo cringe. For now, I intend to get all the characters. We'll have to wait and see how that works out if we keep playing, but that is my intention right now. About her dub engine? Yes, including her dub engine. Her Wenjin. Interesting. All right, what are we doing here? Bomb. Get to the site. Okay. Jank ass bomb. It's fine. You're thinking about skipping for Jingyi? Nice. Yeah, I have half a mind to skip. Zhu Yuan, but for now I feel like getting all the characters, so it doesn't seem like a big deal. Do I not like Neko? No, I figured Grace C1 would actually, not Grace, Rena C1 would actually be more important to have. Because it's significantly more pen and it increases her buff uptime significantly. I just assumed it would be more important. Instead of building another DPS, because the problem with building another DPS is they're you can't level a million DPS characters at once, especially when resources are as limited as they are in 1.0. If I did get Neko, she just wouldn't have done anything. Essentially, she would have just been sitting there. I would have just had her. She wouldn't be very proactive for me right now. Is that a good answer? Because that is the answer. You could only afford to build so many characters. Pulling the character just to get the character wouldn't have meant much. But then we could have done Neko Piper Bloom. We'll get her. I'm sure we'll end. If we're pulling every character, we'll get every character. So it won't matter. It won't matter. We'll get her anyway in the end. Can Neko Grace Lucy function? Yes. Well, Neko Grace Lucy, you really want a second Fizz character. Piper Neko Lucy could, though. And Piper Grace Neko could. That one might be questionable, but it'll function. Why I skip Neko? I don't have the resin to build her. She wouldn't be immediately useful. I'd be getting her just to get her. And at that point, it would be smarter to get something that's more immediately useful, which is why I got Rena instead, or Rena C1 instead, because I've already committed to spending the resin on Rena. I don't have to worry about building an extra character, and it seemed important for Rena because it's additional uptime and it slightly increases her buff. The buff increase was not as much of a big deal as the uptime to me from Rena C1. That's the logic behind my choice. We don't have the resources, or I don't have the resources to go around to build another character right now, especially another main DPS. That's just not something I'm able to do and to stretch myself for. Thoughts on Shiyu on? I don't have that many thoughts on her. She's hot. Yeah, she's hot. I have no idea beyond that. I have no idea. Anyone I regret building right now? It's hard for me to regret building a character because we build all the character. Whenever we build a character, we get content out of them. Even if they're terrible, that is content. And that's valuable content. If I had to say a character I directly regret building, it might be Anton. Because currently, Disorder might just be better than Anton. Is my worry. My worry is that Disorder is literally just higher damage than Anton on a shock team. That's my like worry about him. And I'm not sure if it's correct, but it's my concern. It's my concern. Who else would I have regretted building? I don't play Soldier, but I pulled for Soldier. We'll build Soldier eventually. Am I saying you shouldn't level Anton? I don't know. Yeah, like at the end of the resources are really thin, so it's hard to commit resources. It's just actively difficult to commit resources. Like if I did this right now to level 50 him, we'd be broke. We'd be broke again. We'd be absolutely broke again. Also, you wanna know something weird about this game? It doesn't cost Denny to level characters. It only costs Denny to ascend characters. Resources don't do anything when unused. They're about to be used. Zhuyuan releases in 6 days. So if I need to build a character in a week, I can't build a character right now. Because that character in a week is gonna break the bank. You are still poor. Yeah. Characters are just a little too expensive to build right now for me to build things super willy-nilly, but I kind of did anyway. I got away with it because I'm resin refreshing. I got away with it because I'm resin refreshing. If I wasn't resin refreshing, I'd be a lot more punished right now. It is a privilege that I had the ability to take advantage of. Zhu Yuan MB Nicole. I don't know. It should be. Should be fine. It'll work. Do I have a puffer piece on the slot? No. Bruh. Oh well. We can try to play Anton. I do have him, like, he's built enough to play. He's in a playable state. For the most part, he's in a playable state. So we actually can play Anton now if you guys would like to see him. Kinda. Kinda. I just level this to level it for the sake of leveling this. I think I do. I level this for the sake of just having crit rate, yeah. He just needs to crit, so yeah. I'd probably ideally have a attack main stat here. I don't think I have one. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, we can rock with 6-piece. AMA. Yeah, we can rock. Yeah, 6-piece will work. Now I can swap this out for, Can I swap any of these out? Sort of. Sort of. Any new input on Kinect after seeing more gameplay? I've seen gameplay of 4 and 2E, so I can confirm that it is possible. I can 100% confirm 4 and 2E works and is possible. That is something I can 100% confirm for chat. And I do think that's the limit for now. Yeah, I do think that's like the current limit on what you'll be able to get out of him. I don't know if there's anything else on the table. That's the, like, unknown, if there's more on the table. There seems to not be, though. Yeah, this will work. Playable. Sort of. Sort of. I mean, it is playable. It is definitely playable. You're gonna call it the GAT team? Playable? I didn't say it was good. I didn't say it was good. It's a 5580 build with the ER main stat instead of an attack main stat on the slot. I never claimed this was gonna be good, but it's playable. Yeah, it's definitely playable. We can try him. So yeah, my major concern about Anton is just he takes Piper's slot, and that's the concern. The concern is just that he takes Piper's slot and may not offer enough. What constellation is he? C6. He's C6, level 45, talent level 139999. You can kind of see the issue. Who do you run Grace Piper with? Rena. Rena or Lucy. Whichever one you have. Hey, step back. Thank you. Use Ether Boo. He kind of needs the grouping for that first wave. It's fine. He needs to do damage, like, now anyway, so let him cook. It's not bad. Is there a 4-star replacement for Grace? Yeah, it's Anton. Yeah, it's actually Anton. I feel like the character that does the least here is technically Grace. Because Anton just applies a bunch of the anomaly. Grace can't have that much ownership of it. I wonder if there's a possibility to get a disorder in here for potentially more damage. Something I'd be interested in finding out. Piper, Arena. The problem is Anton and Piper really both want to be on fields. But I've played it. It is something that I have actively played. You're hearing Grace is bad? I do think Grace is a little bad, but there aren't a ton of other options. So what Grace does, even if she's not like a particularly great character, is enough to be a good character right now. So it doesn't really matter what you think of Grace. There aren't really other options. No, we got eventually. Which is a skill issue. Yeah, you can see the time just doesn't look great. It'll clear. This will clear, which is important. Like, this will clear in fair enough time. Honestly, like, good time. Yeah, honestly, this is going to clear in pretty good time, but I want better right now. Right now, my expectation is I'm looking for something significantly better than Piper Bloom. And this isn't it. This isn't it. I'm looking for something better than Piper, and this right now isn't it. Right now isn't it. Especially if that was 4. That was 4. Oh. Well, that's an issue. Well, that's an... Yeah, you kind of get the idea. So what Anton does, Anton has a really interesting ability. His core passive. When there's another character from the same faction or squad, when he's in his burst mode, Every 4 crits he hits, the next attack that hits a shocked enemy triggers additional shock damage at 45% of the additional shock damage. This effect can occur once every 0.4 seconds. So ideally, every time he hits an enemy with his drill, he's proccing shock damage. So he speeds up your shock dot if the enemy is shocked. But I wonder... He needs the enemies to constantly be shocked. That's what he does. That's how he does damage and how he enables damage. Disorder also gives you bonus damage from shock on enemies. Whenever Disorder is flipped from shock to anything, the Disorder does additional damage if it was flipped from shock. Otherwise, it would just be all the dot damage at once. Shock has additional procs that otherwise normally cannot be accessed. So the question is whether or not what Anton does is better than literally just Disorder and another anomaly. That's the unknown and the question. It's also the reason Anton is so hard to build, because he has a fair bit of the shock ownership. Just because of how he works, he's an on-fielder. He's proccing shock, or he's building up shock. So your shocks are technically also doing less damage because Anton is on the team. So I don't know. It just might be... The concern is that he's not better than the fucking Disorder. That's the concern. I don't know if it's correct, but that is the concern. Is the new event Bangboo good? Yeah. It's a Fizz build-up. Fizz anomaly build-up. It's awesome. But yeah, I hope I expressed that well, and what I think about Anton right now, and why I'm concerned about Anton at the same time. I can't prove one way or the other either way currently, because we don't have access to... I talked about this earlier. I want to be able to simulate days. Once I understand how much days HP enemies have, I'll be able to feel confident enough to do like full team DPS cuts for this game. If anyone has that information, please let me know. And let me know how to read it and how to interpret it. Because it would be a great help. Because it's exactly what I'm looking for right now. And kind of what I'm waiting for. To push TC farther for this game. And really be able to answer more of these questions. When I looked at Jane pre-release, I have no idea what Jane's talent values are. I have no... I can't find them. I genuinely don't know, because I can't find the numbers. I assume she'll be very good. She's 5-star Piper. Piper's very good right now. Hot take, I know. Day stuff on the damage calc sheet. The base values are there. I don't know how to translate it into the actual like values that the enemies have. I just don't know how to translate it. I don't know how to read it. That's what I need help with. Hey, where's my ult? It should be ready about now. Ults should be ready soon. Decibel check, please. There it is. Could we do it old school? Yeah, we could spam the same one attack until the enemy is stunned. That is something we can do. I just don't have the time to do it right now because we're also a little bit busy with Genshin. Like, again, I need help. I am once again asking for collaborators. But yeah, you definitely could. To figure out how much it takes to daze the difficult content enemies. So something we could do is like walk up to... I guess this robot is a great example. The one on top side, yeah. So we could do something like literally just bring someone like Anby or Lycon or even just a DPS character like Ellen and just use the same talent over and over again, or count how much of each talent you do and all your impact buffs if you have any, or you could do no impact buffs just for the raw value, because we know how impact is calced. So I guess you would go in with just some character and just see how it translates. Grace, build the entire shock. The problem is shock can trigger over shock. Shock gets built up while the enemy is shocked, so the enemy will never not be shocked. So no matter what, even if you're delaying that initial thing, you're still giving the ownership to Anton. That's just how it works. It's unavoidable. Yeah, if we do something like just like walk up and also some disorders trigger daze value, whatever, or some anomaly can trigger daze. Yeah, if we just like sit here and do this until he's stunned, we could do that. We could actually figure out what the daze value is. Yes, that is something we could very easily do. And you just look at video footage to count how many hit. It's also nice the daze doesn't count your HP. Not your HP. It doesn't count your attack. It doesn't use attack. It doesn't use damage percent. It's literally just your daze talent value and the impact and whatever resistance the enemy has to being dazed. Because daze is technically a damage type. Enemies have daze build-up resistance. Whatever. That's what Qingyi debuffs. Qingyi literally debuffs the enemy's daze resistance, so she fundamentally makes enemies easier to daze. And that's Qingyi's utility. Her utility is she stuns more. It's just... Qingyi is basically literally just stun the character. If you want my thoughts on Qingyi. Unsolicited thoughts on Qingyi. Stun the character. 5-star envy. Everything she does is stun. So if stun is useful, Qingyi is useful. If stun is not useful, Qingyi is not very useful. Live and die by how useful stun is. And I know for sure at a casual level stun is great. I just don't know how great stun is in like optimized play. What about Jane? 5-star Piper. The same way we're getting 5-star Ambi, we're also getting 5-star Piper. Any anomalies that Jane procs have a chance to crit, which is fun, but it also just gives them bonus damage. It's a fun gimmick, but it also just is damage. And kind of just could make her fundamentally better than Piper, just because her anomalies will fundamentally do more damage if they proc anomaly at the similar rate. Because the one thing that's so good about Piper is how much she procs Anomaly, not just that she procs Anomaly. Piper has super fast Anomaly build up from her spin. Crit subs on Jane? No. You build Anomaly. She does Anomaly damage. Her Anomaly has a chance to crit. She doesn't have to crit. Shit. Again, I don't even know what her talent values are, so maybe they're super high, but I doubt it. I am willing to bet she's literally just Anomaly the character. Yeah, I am somewhat willing to bet that Jane is just Anomaly. That being said, she is the first limited 5-star Anomaly character, so maybe she will do talent damage. I don't know. Jingyi has a impact to attack conversion in her kit, so she should theoretically do more, fundamentally more damage than other stun characters because of it. I don't know how much though, because again, I don't have access to her fucking talent values. Because information on this game is super sparse right now. We need a Homj, we need an Amber. Ideally, something closer to a Homj so we can have Anomaly build-up rate for each attack, because different attacks have different Anomaly build-up rate as well. There's no database with that right now. The only way to get it is looking directly interpreting the data mine, which is not an ideal scenario because it creates a barrier to entry to even look at the data. It's the reason I like Homj or Nicole Girl's database so much for Genshin, because it's the only place you can look at elemental app and hitbox information without directly reading the data mine. That's why I am such an advocate for that site and that source. Because it is pretty important information that just is obfuscated from us. Also, multi-hits have their talent values expressed not as the multi-hit, just as the total damage. So if things partially hit, we don't actually know how much damage they do, because we don't know how many times something hits and how much something does on each hit, because they're also not even. Ellen's final N3 hit does additional damage than the first couple, and exactly what the proportion of that is actually, again, obfuscated and unknown. Those are the theory crafting challenges with this game. Just a scarcity of information. What, am I gonna leave? What do you mean? What are we leaving? I'm just talking while playing the game. What we're doing in the game doesn't actually matter right now. Doesn't. But it gives chat something to look at. I'm not paying that much attention either. I'm not paying that much. What is the site? Homjcat, which is yuhang.cup or homjcat.wiki. This website. This is my favorite database for Genshin personally right now because of the stuff it has. I don't think Mualani and Kinnick have their stuff here yet. No, not yet. So we'll look at an existing character. So let's say Chlorand. If we look at Chlorand, we can look at advanced data. So if we look at advanced data, this is the hitboxes and the elemental groups and the ICD groups. So we can see her burst has the burst ICD group. The burst ICD group is 3 hits. We can also see the size of the AoE of her elemental burst hitbox. It's a box that is 9 by 11.2 by 6. Technically, it also has poise damage and hit force for stunning enemies, but that's really, really unimportant and a bit pedantic. That's not what's valuable about it, but yeah. C2, C1 damage, you can see C1 has its own ICD group, which is shared with C6 once every 1 second, which doesn't matter because you can't proc it faster than a second. Well, I guess it does matter because it's double hit, but yeah. So one of the two will aggravate. This is information that other sites don't have yet, and it's why it's valuable to me. Also, something that Humj does is they have notes for characters. Just TLDRs if you don't know how to interpret the data, or even just point out unobvious things. If we go to Furina. Here are the attack rules for Furina's summons. Cheval Marin attacks within 9.5 meters with a cooldown of 1.2 seconds. The first attack after being spawned ignores the cooldown. If not within range of an enemy, it blinks to an enemy, cooldown of 1.5 seconds. Has a common cooldown of 0.5 not shared with other entities. Singer Many Waters heal range, 20 meters. That's all here. And then it also tracks with beta changes. Yeah, that's what I like about this database. I'll link it in chat if anyone is interested. Amber is making a push to include more of that information, slowly but surely. So if we look at, I think Risley might have it. Yeah, advanced properties. They have ICD data now on Amber. They used to not. So more websites are incorporating that stuff, but again, the only one that really has all the stuff I need right now is Homj. HOMDJ DG that I can speak. So yeah, there's nothing like that for there's no source like that for Zenless, and I would like there to be one. I think it just has to do with a lack of interest from that community. And if there is one, I would love to be aware. It'll take time. Okay, but I'd rather be here now. If I need to, like, I could offer my time and help with it in any way I'd be able to with that stuff, but I can only do so much. And again, my time is a little preoccupied with the new Genshin characters. That is something I need to be fully immersed in. Not just for views, like, maybe I'm very self-important, but I consider what I do pretty important for Genshin and its community as a whole. Maybe I'm being, like, self-important and have a big ego, but I think what I do is important for Genshin. So yeah, I would like to do something similar for Zenless. This is a game that I really like playing right now. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Especially the difficult content. When Zenless is hard, it's soul-crushing. It's so... and I'd love to optimize that gameplay to either even if not just directly reduce the difficulty, understand why it's hard and what things are good to, like, kind of optimize it. Yeah. Is it harder to play Zenless on mouse and keyboard than controller? I like mouse and keyboard controls for Zenless. I think the spacebar is really intuitive to swap. I've found myself accidentally pressing space to swap in Genshin. The only thing that's unintuitive is back swapping is bound to C by default. On controller, you can back swap with the opposite bumper that triggers the swap normally. Really, whatever. Really, whatever. Back swapping might be a little difficult, but eh. Is Emily Dendro official? Emily is burning official. You can back swap? Yeah, you can back swap. There's no prompt for it. You can't back swap quick assists, but you can back swap. So like space, Grace, back to Anton, please. So quick assist, like what gets prompted from support EX specials, cannot be back swapped, but every other action can be back swapped, including parries. How do you back swap? It is C on mouse and keyboard. On I don't know what it is on mobile. I don't know if mobile even has one. I was under the impression it didn't, but someone in my chat has said you can. So take or leave that, but it's C on mouse and keyboard. It is the opposite bumper on controller. So here, we can back swap to Furina here, if we wanted to. I don't really know why we would want to, but we could. The fact is we can. Your party order is still important for things like quick assists. Whenever there's a quick assist, you can't back swap it. So yeah. It is C, which is above the spacebar on PC. Again. Why is it level 50? Because I just wanted to say it. It contributes anomaly buildup, so I think it might be very useful. I don't know. I had the resources. I wanted to spend them. You rebound it to Q and E. What do you have special? Yeah, what do you have EX special on? Right click. Interesting. Yeah, that would work. Is Bangboo anomaly good enough? Probably not. I wanted to try it. I don't even think Bangboos are very good. Gonna figure you wouldn't stunner support DPS or DPS stunner support, because technically some DPS require setup, like Ellen, you wanted to start with her charge attack and swap cancel it as soon as possible so you can have stacks at the start, or whatever. Basically, yeah. Stunners have higher days value. They're also going to build a stat called Impact, which increases days value. So if your goal is to stun enemies, their defensive assists could be very important. It's also a little important for a character like Zhu, who has to use her defensive assist, which is the parry, to generate her stack mechanic. So being able to swap to Zhu at any time can be really useful. So that's a defensive assist. It gets a little confusing because there's quick assist, defensive assist. I think there's another one as well. So it can get a little confusing with all the terminology. But yeah. Especially, you know what's something that's especially confusing? Ellen's EN burst voice line is Sharknami. Sharknami is the name of a completely different attack in her kit. So whenever I say you shouldn't use Sharknami on Ellen, I'm not talking about her ult. I'm talking about her EX level 2, her EX special level 2. Not confusing at all. Is EX2 bad? Kind of. Not advisable to use, yeah. If you don't know, Ellen's core talent that gives crit damage only applies to her normal attack. Her normal attack does the same or more damage than the EX2, and you get energy back for doing N3. So there's less of like a gap. So I'm pretty sure just doing 2 N3s is always better than the EX special 2. What about at C2? Especially not at C2, right? Doesn't her C2 want you to maintain high flash freeze? You get flash freeze. You get a flash freeze from it, actually. At C2, I don't know, but you probably don't have the energy to spare anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter if she's C2 or not. I think it doesn't matter. I don't know for sure about that. Ellen C2 is crit rate depending on how much flash freeze she has currently, right? That's all it does? Or not crit rate, crit damage? Up to 60 if she has 3 stacks of flash freeze. So you just always have, you always want to have max for 3 flash freeze stacks ideally. Or excess flash freeze stacks, which gets easier because her C1 gives you extra flash freeze for her charge attack. It gives you 5 instead of 3 for doing the max charge attack. Yeah. New EX2 on deep difficult enemies. Yeah. Aggro bosses. That's fair. I really like how safe Ellen's E and 3 is, or E in general is. It's really nice. Allows for Sharknami after N3. Well, in that case, you would do it. Really? It does that? Okay. Yeah, in that case, you would do it because it's free. Lamau. If it's free, you would do it. EX2 after is her Hollow Zero modifier, or after N3 is her Hollow Zero modifier. So that's cool. If that's free, or at C2. If that's always active at C2, that's cool. What does her Hollow Zero modifier become then? Or her personalized one? Huh. It's odd. That one Shiyu, start Thanatos, oh my god. I just cleared last night. I cleared with a minute to spare, so I theory I should have cleared sooner. Whatever, skill issue. I cleaned up the skill issue last night. So that's nice. I finally got my Shiyu clear. I completed my goal. I wanted to clear Shiyu before Shiyu dropped. So now I want to get full stars by the end of 1.0. New goal. New goal unlocked. But yeah, I know exactly what you're complaining about. It still uses energy. It uses the same energy as the normal E. When does it reset? 2 weeks? 2 weeks. Juyuan releases next week. LC1 is quality of life improvement. It's literally damage if you pull for C2. Is the thing about LNC1. It ends up becoming literally damaged later. Because you still want to do the max, or the full full hold with C2. You actually take advantage of having maxed out flash freeze. Nicole, Arena Dub Engine. Seems good. Yeah, Nicole can use Rena's Dub Engine. Nicole can also use her own, which I think has a buff. I'd have to look. Yeah, I'd have to go look. But yeah, does seem good. YouTube chat reminder. Hello, how's it going, Basic Pixel? Back swap input to left shift. What do you have for dodge? I guess you can still dodge with right click. I've never right click dodged in Genshin on this game. It's just not in my muscle memory to right click dodge. It's not something I do. I don't know. It just doesn't feel natural for me. Nicole can also use the Battle Bass one. Yeah. Zuyuan is starting with, if you pull her W engine, you're starting with 45 plus 5. You're starting with 50 crit rate on Zuyuan. So I don't know how useful that is, but yeah. Shift dodge superior. Swall pinkies. Swall pinky gang. Have you ever tried to move just your pinky? It's impossible. You actually can't move just your pinky. You end up moving your ring finger. Hands are interesting. You think Neko will fall off? Standard banner character, they all will. People say the best one is Lycon. He's also the most easily replaceable character in in ice teams. You can almost do it. Lycon is also a super easily replaceable character, so I don't know. A chatter was telling me earlier that one of the better clears for Shiyu Critical 7 was Sokaku DPS and using Rina instead of Sokaku with Ellen. That sounds really funny. You overcame your skill issue and used Neko, Ben, Lucy, and Anton, Sokaku, Ambi to S permanent 8. Nice. You think Sokaku will be replaced first. Sokaku gives a lot of stats. It's really hard to replace her. Her W engine isn't very good. Her W engine is something that could be easily replaced. But Sokaku herself, I have a hard time seeing it. If you don't know, W engine alternatives for Sokaku are Kaboom the Cannon. Any friendly unit, it means your team and your Bangboo. So you can get stacks from Kaboom the Cannon just by default. And you're more likely to have more stacks on Kaboom the Cannon than Bashful Demon. It was Ellen with Rina, Nicole. Sokaku, Lycon, Lucy. Nice. Yeah, I believe that. I believe it. Are there leaks for Pyrocon being farther than 4.2 or just hearsay? It's hearsay. Rena's doesn't work on her, you think? Her puppets, yes, Rena's does not work on, Rena's requires the character to do damage, while off field the Clipper needs to do damage. So yeah, you can't use Rena's on Lucy. You can't use it on Sokaku. You might be able to use it on Sokaku because they're flag plant. You shouldn't though, so whatever. Needs attack. Yes. Winners needs attack. Yep. Oh, we have fragiles that we can spend. Yeah, we have fragiles to spend. Cleanup routine. Are we still farming Ether and Swing Jazz? Is that what we're doing? Or are we doing Thunder Metal? We'll do Ether and Swing Jazz. Farm either Strongbox Polar. I'm Strongboxing for Woodpecker a lot because I need, it's just generically pretty good. And if I happen to get a goblet, I know I'll always be able to use it on Woodpecker. And right now we don't have goblets. It's my thought process for that. Also, I will never farm Woodpecker's domain. The domain is awful. So it's the only way I'm going to get Woodpecker pieces. Period. What? Will Zuyuan be a viable pull? She will be in 1.0 for sure. She's the only Ether DPS. The only Ether DPS is probably pretty good in 1.0. In the future, no idea. Like, genuinely no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. Two-piece pen is more useful since anomaly characters can use it too. It's a fair point. You can also farm that domain. It's better. I don't remember what's included with it, but I know it's better than the fucking dev set. For sure. Yeah, that I do know. It's a quote-unquote better deal for resin. Fire set? Yeah, the fire set. Fire will get a DPS character besides Soldier, and the fire set will be important eventually, or it'll be useful eventually, so yeah, absolutely. Do I think Soldier will fall off? I don't think Soldier is on right now, because she's very crit stat intensive. Her 5-star weapon doesn't give crit. It's really hard to build crit on Soldier. I don't think Soldier has fallen up or fallen on exactly, which is a thing. Which is a thing. I guess. Yeah, it's hard to build Soldier. So, wait and see. Wait and see, I guess. Like, I got an anomaly mastery, right? Yeah, Pog. Pog. Her set gives a lot of crit. It gives 28 rate. It doesn't give crit damage. You still need to build crit damage. The thing about Ellen is her gearing gives her a ton of crit rate, and she innately gets crit damage. So Ellen is theoretically punching above her weight class for how much resin investment players are able to put in right now. Because Ellen just baseline is able to crit and able to build crit builds on significantly less artifact investment than other characters. It is one of the things that makes Ellen extremely good right now and like borderline irreplaceable. Ellen opens a lot of crit on it. It's OP. It's OP right now. So the thing about crit is it's the right way to put this. You need to build crit to crit. You need to build crit. You need to have crit rate at all for crit damage to do anything as an offensive stat. So the more difficult it is to crit, or the less common critting is for a character at a baseline, the less value you're getting from all crit value. You also need crit damage for crit rate to increase your damage significantly. Like, if you are familiar with Genshin Theorycrafting, you know about what builds with no buff, or what optimal stat distribution for characters with no buffs looks like. What's an example? Well, really, HP scaling characters are a really good example, but it's also hard to understand. We're actually gonna look at Xiangling. Yeah. Okay, so if we play Xiangling with no Bennett and no Pyro Resonance, so she's on the catch. Yep, no Pyro Resonance. Technically unreacted damage right now, so that's fine. Sands, you need an ER Sands for that build? Okay. Would you like to see what our optimal stat distribution looks like if we run a solver? It should be more attack subs than current. So this number will change. This is attack subs, crit damage subs, crit rate subs. So we're going to run a solver, see what the result is. You can see, okay, it built ER, but you can see it actually wanted attack before crit because she doesn't have enough attack at a baseline for crit to be great. Attack is easier to get at a baseline, especially for Ellen, because Sokaku gives her attack directly. What are we calcing? I'm using a calc to demonstrate an example of how build priorities shift depending on stat saturation, which is a really technical idea. The practical explanation for this is, or practical example is HP scaling characters like Neuvillette and Yelan. Have you ever questioned why Neuvillette's optimal goblet is HP? Because he gets a bunch of damage percent buffs, and he doesn't get any HP buffs. So that gets... the extreme version of what that looks like is literally just... the HP is more important because you don't have enough of it. You have enough of... no, it's not Hydro, it's HP. If you don't have enough HP, having more damage percent is less of a return than having more baseline HP. Your build's priorities shift depending on how much of a stat is saturated. That's what people refer to as diminishing returns, but that's not true. It's actually just extreme opportunity cost, or opportunity cost and stat prioritization. The only stat with actual diminishing returns is Elemental Mastery. Referring to that gap as diminishing returns is technically whatever. People do it, whatever. So yeah, that's how offensive stats and stat prioritization looks like, or what it looks like and what it is, as a rough crash course. Yeah, rough crash course into the idea. You can only have so much stat. A stat is more impactful the less of it you have. Become viable at some characters when playing with Furina. Yeah. Because damage percent is a stat that you are getting. You don't have enough of the other stats. That's the point where the other stats become more valuable to have. And that dynamic constantly shifts. That dynamic is constantly changing based on how many stats you have and what buffers. So when you have no attack, an attack stat is technically more important than having a crit stat. But when you have an attack stat, which you can somewhat take for granted, having crit stats is more important. It's also why you'll see some people say, on a character like Alhaitham, EM can be a more important sub than crit. Or for vape characters, EM can be a more important sub than crit. EM has actual diminishing returns, so its value diminishes quicker in the priority list, but the other stats matter. What's another example? You're at 40k HP, 100, 300, and you run Hydro Damage Goblet? Impressive. Nice flex. What is another example? I mean, the obvious extreme is actually just to look at Akasha stuff. Here. Akasha, hello. What are important stats for Hu Tao? All right, let's look at a Hu Tao leaderboard. This is this is Fjords with Amber, Kazuha, Yelan. You can see my build is number 3 over is number 3. My build is 98 201. There are builds that are worse than mine that have more crit. My build is good because it has more HP than these builds and more EM than these builds. So HP, when you have this much crit, the other stats have a higher priority and a higher value. The Furina one has way more EM, yeah. If you look at different boards, you'll see different stat priorities because you're getting different buffs. To the point where the number 1 build on this leaderboard isn't even a 250 plus CV set. They are prioritizing EM and HP subs. They are a higher stat priority for optimizing the damage. I'm still top 100, nice. Boo. Friggin' Akasha doesn't count. Attack percent, flat HP, whatever. But you get the idea. Crash course on how stat prioritizing works and what it looks like. Mare makes crit value a lot less than HP and EM, though. I mean, you're... Watch. We can look at a set that doesn't give crit. These are not 270, 280 CV builds. These are builds with HP and EM subs. These 5 HP and 3 EM subs, or these 6 attack subs, are important and contributing more than more crit. Because they have so much crit, they need the other stats. Because you have so much crit already, the other stats become higher stat priority. So at a baseline when you're looking at artifacts, yeah, you can say crit is the only stat that matters until you have like fucking, I don't know, like 200 CV or whatever. Who gives a shit? You need the other stats. You just need other stats. Purely looking at the formula for calculating damage. Looking at a formula and interpreting what that looks like in gameplay are very different things. Like, those are very different things. Started watching 2 days ago because I know a lot, because I seem to like Z's. Thank you. Z's Watcher. Based Z's Watcher. MF Dub, 50 crit rate Raiden build. Raiden gets a lot of external stats to the point where you swing back around to crit being the only important stat. That's a very, very extreme example, but yeah, those scenarios can exist. Raiden values crit so much that all their stats are somewhat lesser. You look at it graphically, maximizing the shape. Maybe you can. Maybe you. I have no idea what that graph looks like. Maybe. That is actually how Optimizer currently works. It generates a 3D graph. Fred would actually be able to tell you more about that than me. If he streams, check out Fred. Nice guy, Optimizer lead developer. There's multiplying different vectors, yeah. Is there an Akasha for Zenless? No, there won't be an Akasha for Zenless. The Enka for Zenless is currently in development and will be happening. He's live right now. Nice. Raiden doesn't want every stat in the game. She just wants crit. Raiden gets every stat in the game to a saturation point besides crit. Because she doesn't have a crit weapon and she doesn't have a crit ascension. She wants crit rate real bad, yeah. Impossible to build stat. Even if you look at Wanderer, I mean, stat priorities, he wants attack percent, even with Farazan and Bennett. Raiden gets like additional attack or more attack than that built in. Wanderer also is a crit ascension, so he has more base crit weapon. Door, bruh, scared the shit out of me. Whew. That right now is killing the damage. True. I'm glad they fixed Piper's ult. Yeah, Soldier 11 here has a really cool combat mechanic where her infusion is technically, yeah, they fixed Lucy's ult. I'm glad they fixed it. Before it wasn't doing anything. Or the other day it wasn't doing anything. I think they fixed it last week, but you get the idea. Soldier 11 can technically have an infinite infusion thing. As long as you time the inputs, it's like a timed input thing. You also just get free attacks when doing the chain combos. Targets some crit damage, yeah, which inflates the importance of crit rate. Oh, this thing is fire resistance. But yeah, the attacks are yellow sometimes because I'm skill issued. Bleh. Sharky's surging bite damage. Doesn't that only happen with 3 stacks? Yeah. But that is how it works, yes. Every time you do a 3-stack attack, Surgy Bite, the wave needs to be applied. The Shark Bite base is 0 stack, so yeah, it's the combo for each E is really simple. It is E, N, wait, N, wait, N. Technically, it's charge. So this is 3 attacks. 2 of them are max stacked per E. This is the combo. So this is a 3-stack, and this is a 3-stack. This is a 0-stack. Boom. We are actually out of time. This was a good Z stream. I'm glad we got Z's to last the entire time. Kind of boring. She's a Ford Vape character. You should ignore it. It extends skill duration a bit. Bruh. It's fine. I gotta get ready for dinner. Ooh. Fred was live. We can raid Fred. Ask Fred how Genshin Optimizer works. He'd be happy to talk to you. Oh, he's playing Zenless too. Oh, never mind. We're not going to raid him. He's talking to someone that I would rather not raid. Not sure. Razor? Sure. Don't raid you? You're about to end stream? Too bad. Too bad.